All right. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Christian Jacob Not Quite a Show. No background dancers, no tap dancing, only piano solo, and some audience participation. All right. Well, good to have you this week, as usual. And so this is episode number 6. Two more to go after that. And okay, for my warm up this week, I thought I'm gonna play a tune that I learned a long time ago when I moved to Boston. One of the standard that we played a lot in college, but what a lovely tune it is, and it's called Stella by Starlight. Victor Young, Stella by Starlight. All right, so now it's time for my pick of my original. All right, so this week for my original, I chose a tune I wrote. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, a little less. It was on my Live in Japan CD. Oh yeah, actually a little more because I think 2007, something like that. And it was a tune I wrote in homage to Bill Evans, and not it was just when I started playing and felt like a little color that I felt was really Bill Evans-ish, and so I called it State of Mind. So here it is. Right. State of mind. Okay, so now it's time for your participation. And so we're gonna do the 7 notes like we did so far every week. You know, some week we got some great melodies, some other weeks maybe not so much. I don't know, but it's interesting to see how it goes. So I remind you, if you wanna send me, you enter your favorite pitch, your favorite note, just a single note. Can be sharp, flat, a flat one, whatever, but just a single note, and then we will select the first 7 of you. And so we got 7 notes, and then I create a melody and then improvise. So please enter that, and while you do that, I wanna do the other game. So the other game is the one we did a couple weeks ago. It was the Medley Game. So let me remind you what we do here. I'm gonna play a medley with 3 standards in it, one after the other. And so your job is to recognize which one they are, because I'm not gonna play the melody, I'm only gonna play the chord behind. So you recognize those standards, and then if you put the 3 titles next to each other, it should give you a phrase, and so that's the key phrase. And you know, like for example, we had as an example, you know, take 5. What was the giant steps on Green Dolphin Street? So take 5 giant steps on Green Dolphin Street is the key phrase. Another one we had was I thought about you very early yesterday. I thought about you very early yesterday. And so those were the key phrases. So don't enter just one of the tune. Wait until you recognize all 3 and enter this key phrase. And the first one of you who does that, I'll send you a free CD. It will win a free CD. So let's do it. So okay, let's do this week. Starlight, I'm not gonna keep going. I don't want to give too much away. And so, let's see. Somehow I don't get the comments. Oh, I don't get any comments here.
Look at the red.
No. Okay. Oh, I see. I have. Okay, but we got. I hear we got no winners yet. I have somehow. I don't see any comment, but Eli over there is working remotely and gets the streaming. So I think he receives the comment, all the comments. Hopefully, yes. And so okay, we got. So if we have, let me quickly. Yeah, we got almost, yes. Dave Ross. Yeah, there's one word is wrong, but I think that's fine. It's round midnight. Round about midnight. That's there. Watch what happens when lights are low around midnight. That's fine. I think that's good. So Dave, you get a free CD, and so you're gonna need to email me, and then give me your address. And I forgot to mention. I hope you live in the States, because if you don't, you'll get a free download. Those shipping costs are exorbitant. So anyway, write me, email me at christian@christianjacob.com, and then I'll need your address, of course, and your choice of CD. So you know, I'll give you different choice. Okay, so let me check again. Today I get no feed of your comments, so hopefully I'll get it once it's all finished. So if you have questions, enter. I will see them eventually. Okay, I'm a little confused now because of that, but no problem. Let's play. Let's play. Okay, so let's play. It's ballad time. So this one is Johnny Green, Body and Soul. Body and Soul, Johnny Green, the composer. All right. Okay, well, it is time for a little travel back in time. And so this week I thought I gotta tell you the backstory of this. We're gonna go to Switzerland at this time in 2001, but the story starts actually a lot earlier than that. You know, when I was in college in Boston in the 80s, a good friend of mine, Fritz Reynolds, a sax player, was also at the same time at the school, and so we used to do little gigs and things like that. And when he went back, he graduated. He went back to Switzerland, and so I think in the '92 or something like that, he started a festival, a jazz festival. But in 1992, he started it with something very special. It was he put a big band together with students, music students, wanted to learn jazz. I mean, we were already kind of playing jazz, and they were really into jazz, and so. But then his idea was to invite like international jazz stars to come and fill the big band with it. So, for example, you had a trumpet section. You had like 3 students, and then a trumpet star being the lead trumpet. So Wayne Bergeron, for example, could like take care of the section. That those things lasted a full week. Still does actually. This festival is ongoing every year, and so like the trombone section, same thing. You had like maybe Buster Cooper was the lead trombone, from the Duke Ellington big band, and then saxophone. You had a lead player also, Donnie McCaslin or something for a younger audience or something. And then the rhythm section was always, also you get maybe Miroslav Vitush on bass, or and Billy Cobham maybe on drums and things. And so I was lucky. He was my friend. At the first I was on piano all the time, and I actually did a lot of mostly all the arrangements for the big band at that time and things like that. Anyway, this thing went on, and I came back a lot of time, and so now that group of stars, during the day we're teaching and preparing that concert with the big band, but at night, maybe those stars were getting together and then play in a club, maybe in Zurich or something. This thing is close to Zurich, so doing some concert club and things like that. And so anyway, in 2001, we was one of the many years where I came, and so I thought we would revisit this. So let's try to make this happen to April 2001. All right, so let's see if we go there.
That's your arrangement. That's a really good tune.
Oh, that's what you're
Yeah. What a party. What a party that was. The cake was very good. Yeah. Fritz's wife, Helen, she's actually the director of the festival too, and look at that, she having party almost every night with all the people and have great food and cake. Anyway, the tenor sax player there was Tommy Smith from Scotland, incredible player who's got the Scottish jazz orchestra. He's the director of. He put that together. He's a huge jazz hero over there, and over here too, Tommy Smith. And we actually had a group together when we were in college. I know him from college. And Barry Lee Hall was the flugelhorn playing at that party, and many other. And then so the thing before you saw was Benny Golson, who did participate to that festival a couple of times, or even maybe more than that. And so one of the concert was like Benny Golson. Next to him was Randy Brecker. The other trumpet was Valery Pomonarev from New York, from Russia, I think. I'm not sure. I think, but he's in New York. He's a New York player. Buster Williams on bass. Sorry. And on drums was Victor Lewis. And then Fritz Reynolds on the alto sax, and myself. So that was, some very great times. All right. Okay. I'm gonna play again. If you have a question in particular, comment on a question, you can send it, and I'm gonna play one and then come back and check if I get some messages. All right. So now this one I want to play is a funny idea I had for an arrangement. I chose, first of all, the tune I chose is T42, so a very old tune, which was actually the very first tune I learned to improvise when I got into jazz. A friend of mine, the father of a friend of mine who played piano, told me, take this tune and try improvise around. So it's an old tune thing. But anyway, my arrangement here on this is something I felt, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do T42, but I'm gonna change the chords and make them a little uncomfortable. So I want to have each chord is a little uncomfortable, but somehow not too much. So after a while, they start to make sense. So they kind of go kind of in and out and things like that. So, tell me if I succeeded or not. So anyway, here it is, my version of T42. C42. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I have. I'm getting.
It's a heat wave.
Ooh, that heat wave is getting me. All right, let's see. A question. Okay. Well, I have a question here. Okay, here's a question. So, did you ever go with Maynard on his trips to Thailand to play with the king? Okay. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I know he did go like three, 4 times. I don't know, maybe more. They were actually real good friend with the king of Thailand. But I actually did go later by myself, and actually I was invited to put a group together and to go do a jam session with the king overnight. And well, that came. I actually went at one point to Thailand a lot. I had a friend here also in Los Angeles who had a studio, and his wife was from Thailand, and he had put together some Hollywood concerts where I used to go, and they're just playing piano. And then we were talking about Fritz Rendel from Switzerland, and we actually, with Fritz, we did compose a symphonic piece. And we co-composed a symphonic piece for the King of Thailand, and it's called the Six Cycles. And it was for the King's 72nd birthday. In Thai culture, they have those cycles of 12 years. So 72 was very important time. It was each cycle is like also have like a virtue, a certain virtue, and so we did a piece which was in six movements, and 6 movements each representing a certain virtue. And so we performed it in Bangkok, and the king wasn't actually there for that concert, but his daughter was there. But anyway, and then I got invited to go play, to put a band together and go to do a jam session with the king overnight. And I had Buddy Childers on trumpet, who passed away a good probably 10 years ago. Herbie Green on trombone, the great Herbie Green, who was also one of the favorite of the king. I remember they had asked me, call Herbie Green. All right, so I had Herbie Green. On the sax, I had Plas Johnson, the great tenor player from Los Angeles. And on drums, I have Dave Tull and Richard Simon on bass. And that was the group. And we went, and we played. And so the king played three instruments. He played a little trumpet, a little alto, a little clarinet. I say little, but I mean he was a good player to all 3 instruments. And we were jamming and playing standards, and he was going, taking solos, and he had like such a great time that at 7 in the morning we were still playing, and it was like really an overnight incredible in his palace and in his summer palace. So this one was not in Bangkok, it was something south of Thailand, an incredible palace. And and you know, we could there was some protocol, like if we had to go to the bathroom, we had to go backwards, always facing the king, never being higher than him, you know, the thing. But and there was a couple people, also some entourage of the king, but I guess they were also some big businessmen of the country or something, and the king was, and those people loved their king like you never believe, and some were really crying in the morning just because they saw that he was so happy. And actually, the owner of Thai Airways was there, and he was crying. He came to us and said, "My God, I'm so thankful for you. You pleased my king so much." So we went back to Los Angeles. We suddenly had all the group had an upgrade to first class. So that was a funny, great little thing, extra. So anyway, so that was my experience playing with the king. All right. Okay, so let's do the arranging on the fly. Let's see those 7 notes. Okay. Okay, so I have. I have. Did I do it? Oh no, a G sharp. Then I had a G sharp. Then I had an A. Then I had a B flat. So it's very chromatic so far. Then down to F sharp. Then A again. Then E. And then F sharp. Those are the first 7 notes. So here they are again. So again. Okay. So, well, that was pretty interesting. Okay, well, let me see. It's time already. So I want to thank you again for being here. And I'm going to play one more to say goodbye. And so we got two more episode coming. And then I'll take a rest. Then I don't know any more tunes. Okay, so anyway, if you can support the show, I appreciate. And if you can't, that's fine. That's good. And here is one tune that well, every instrumentist knows, and it's my version of Giant Steps. All right, and email me, anytime. Okay, thanks. Giant Steps. Thank you. See you next week.